On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Wednesday morning to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to start it off with a really great update. As this child presently on your screen that I played in a recent vlog that was being verbally abused by her mother and being threatened that her life will be taken if her father don't come and retrieve her or somebody come take her immediately. Now that video went viral all over social media and has sparked outrage with Jamaicans locally and internationally. So this morning I'm pleased to report to you all that the Child Protection and Family Service Agency, that's the CPFSA, has since located the toddler and their mother and has intervened in the best interest of the child. The child was, however, removed from that home and placed in the care of a close family member. So now we are going to hear from the CEO of the CPFSA, that's Lorette Adams Thomas, as she weighs in on this really heartbreaking and abusive experience for this innocent child. Listen.
It was deeply distressing and disheartening to witness an adult, in this case the child's mother, verbally and psychologically abusing the child. You know, psychological abuse is often not addressed with the same seriousness as other forms of abuse, such as physical or sexual abuse. But it can leave long-lasting scars which can affect the child into adulthood. It has been linked with negative outcomes such as impaired social, emotional, and cognitive development. And as a matter of fact, research has also shown that children who have suffered psychological abuse have been linked to common mental health illnesses. Now, psychological abuse can be extremely destructive, and it has been associated with a range of adverse child outcomes, including emotional maladjustment, behavioral problems, which we are seeing so much of these days, also poor self-esteem and underachievement. We have located the child in the video as well as the child's mother. The child has been placed with a next of kin as we prepare.
So now my peeps, in some other news, I am definitely convinced that some of the laws in our country that has been sitting a certain way over the years is by design, and that neither of the political divides have any intention of changing these laws or amending these laws to suit modern day crime. Because most of the times, persons who are caught in that particular web is usually among the elite persons who have money and connections. It's not normally the little poor man, because the little poor man can't afford to be involved in certain illicit trades and transactions. So this case of that me I go bring to you now just proves that neither of the political divides, because both of them have run this country over the years and has not changed these laws to suit modern day crimes. These laws and the sentence attributed to persons involved in these type of crimes is a joke, literally. Now listen. So the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, that's the FNID, conducted an operation on the Hatfield Main Road in Manchester on Monday, July 25th. Now that operation resulted in the seizure of approximately 2 kilograms of the illicit white drug we are talking about, the white lady there. Yeah, man. And also 12 pounds of marijuana. Now, that has led to the conviction of a Jamaican national on Monday, September 23. Now, charged with breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act is a 38-year-old male identified as Marlon Davis. He's of a Yuatan address in St. Catherine. So reports from the police suggest that the lawmen were in the area when they saw Davis driving a Toyota Axio motor car with a woman as a passenger aboard. It is said that he was signaled by the police to stop. He complied. A search of the vehicle was conducted which revealed 2 garbage bags containing the ganja in the trunk of the car, and 1 key of the illicit white drug was seen hidden behind the glove compartment of the motor car. A further search of the vehicle also revealed another key of the illicit white drug that was concealed in another part of the motor vehicle. Now, the man and the woman were taken into custody in relation to the matter. However, during the investigation, the woman was released and the male, that's Davis, pleaded guilty to possession and trafficking of the illegal substance when he appeared before the Manchester Parish Court on Monday, September 23rd. So as a result of his conviction, Davis was sentenced to, listen to the joke now, 6 months imprisonment for the possession of the marijuana, or 15,000 Jamaican dollars. 6 months imprisonment for trafficking the ganja, or he can pay 105,000 Jamaican dollars and some small change. He was also sentenced to 6 months for the possession of the illicit white drug, or him pay 500,000 Jamaican dollars, and 4 months suspended sentence for 2 years, or him pay 500,000 for trafficking the illicit white drug. The sentences will run concurrently if the fines are unpaid. I'm pretty sure, say, him walk with a little change in his pocket, because that is just a little bit over 1.1 million Jamaican dollars. Chum change for a man like that. Now, what people need to understand, that whilst some people may be okay if a man want to deal in him drugs because him not force nobody to come bite from him, or people walk and come bite from him with their own will. But we also need to remember that the illicit drug trade is also linked to the illicit gun trade. And drugs and gun equal knockings and clappings, which result in the loss of life of our people. Wanna get it? So these laws need to be way stronger and harsher than what they are presently are on the books. The laws needs to be amended because some of them is literally laughable. Yeah, man. And still in the parish of Manchester, a wanted criminal element was fatally taken out during a reported confrontation with the police in Manchester yesterday. Now, the criminal element has since been identified as Javan Blake, otherwise known as Balla, a resident of Land Settlement in Manchester. So now we are going to hear from the Deputy Superintendent in charge of the Manchester Police Division. He stated that The criminal element was taken out during a joint operation between the Manchester Police and the Specialised Operation Branch in search of suspects behind the recent flare-up of violence in the parish. So listen to what Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan has to say. Listen.
A little after 5 a.m. today, a joint operation between members of the Manchester Police and our counterpart of Specialised Operations Branch was conducted in the usually quiet community of Over the River in the Christiana police base. This operation was conducted in an effort to apprehend some persons of interest to us, as also some wanted persons. On the approach of the targeted premises, 2 men who were armed with firearms exited the building through a back door. Both men opened gunfire in the direction of the police. The police, in defense of their lives, responded by returning gunfire in their direction. When the shooting subsided, 1 man was found suffering from what appeared to be gunshot injuries, and 1 9mm semi-automatic pistol was recovered. The injured man was immediately taken to the Percy Junior Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The other perpetrator managed to make his escape within the community.
Now over there in the neighboring parish, the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Clarendon Police Division, they too reportedly took out a suspect in a hail of bullets during a police operation on Monday. Now the criminal element that was on the receiving end of them fatal candy has since been identified as 36-year-old Rasheed Campbell, said to be a resident of Tollgate in the parish. The police stated that he was fatally taken out during a police operation in the community. An illegal firearm was also reportedly seized. Now the police stated that they went to the community in search of wanted criminal elements and also to search for illegal weapons. The police also stated that the now deceased man, that is Rasheed Campbell, was fatally taken out when he pulled a firearm from his waistband and opened gunfire at the police party. The Independent Commission of Investigations, that's INDECOM, is probing both police fatal knockings and clappings. Yeah man, so another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. Now over there in the neighboring parish of St. Catherine, news reaching on the Spot News Media is that 2 men are no longer among the land of the living in a section of St. Catherine known as Bella's Gate last night. Now it is reported that a knockis and clappis go fire a portion to can in a crowd and 1 man get can up. He later lost his life en route to the hospital. Now it was revealed to on the Spot News Media that the criminal element were can up the man and him lose him life going to the hospital, tried to flee the community on foot and was caught by angry residents, and jungle justice was administered upon him. He lost his life, same place on the spot. It is said that blocks and stones was dropped in his head, and the scene was definitely a gruesome one for the eyes of anyone to behold. Now on the Spot News Media will most definitely be making further checks into this one and update you in subsequent newscast. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division, the community of Denham Town was rocked with yet again another fatality. This time, domestic abuse was the order of the day. Now, this female presently on your screen, who has since been identified as Tasheen, was allegedly fatally knifed up by her spouse yesterday. Now, information surrounding the whereabouts of the boyfriend and also information surrounding what really took place is presently sketchy. So on the Spot News Media will most definitely be updating you as it relates to the fatal knifing of this female in the Denham Town community identified as Tasheen in subsequent newscasts. Now we have for you a list of 3 criminal elements who have been deemed wanted by the police. Now on your screen is the first criminal element, and he has since been identified as MvRDA, otherwise known as Not Nice in the streets. Now this criminal element here is wanted for a series of knockings and clappings, some of which has resulted in the loss of life of some people. Now MvRDA, aka Not Nice, frequents the Top Hill community, also Mount Pelia, Mount Carey, all of which is in the parish of St. James. Now the next criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as Orlando Gray, otherwise known as Platinum. This criminal element here is wanted by the Portmore police for a series of knockings and clappings, one of which has resulted in the loss of life of a man. Yeah, man. Now, last but most definitely not the least, this criminal element here presently on your screen identified as Shane Morgan, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as OK. Now, this criminal element here has been featured on the Spot News Media in several vlogs. He is wanted for fatal knockings and clappings. He frequents the Upper King Street area. He also frequents Canterbury, Portobello, all of which is in the parish of St. James. Now, anyone having any information surrounding the whereabouts of this criminal element, please to link up the police. Any police station, far and wide, any police where you trust, any soldier where you trust, you can make them know exactly where they and wagwan. And as always, if you don't trust the police or the military personnel, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Now, we have a video footage to play for you. This video clip was sent to me, and it is definitely relevant and it makes sense, and it is coming from a veteran artist. We are talking about the artist known as Trilla U. Yeah, man, the same one we used to sing with Lust. So listen to what him have to say, because it is really relevant to what is happening in our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica, right now. So in a way, listen.
Grand rising to each and every one this rising. I want to say to each and every one, my name is Trilla U. I am a singer, songwriter, producer, businessman, entertainer, etc. You know what it goes, okay? I'm also involved with the group Lust. You know, I'm a singer of the group Lust. But anyway, guys, I'm here to share something with you that I've noticed. So I've been going through Jamaica, driving through some of the garrison, where we call the ghetto, driving through a couple of them. I just want to give the man them, the bad man them, a little message. You know, looking at how the garrison run down, or the ghetto run down. Even let me just use an example. Maxfield, yeah. I'm driving down Maxfield and looking at the street in Maxfield. I'm looking at all the buildings, the buildings that are unoccupied. Those are some very good structures there. A lot of business can conduct there. A lot of big business was conducting there until it got into this part where they're vacated. Guys, may I say this to you as Jamaican, you know? You don't think that if you will say you're a bad man or whatever, leader, that come together with your people them and say, yo, stop extorch the people them. Stop killing off each other in the ghetto. Stop it. Try to build your community. You know, better things would happen for you. Because maybe you are thinking that, oh yeah, you're the boss and you run things. But you have to also remember in general that you see, if you run the business people and your community can't get better, you know. It never ever get better. There's so much people want to invest, but because of this extortion and the senseless killings and so on, guys, it's like it just cut off the resource of positiveness and growth in your area. So may I try to say to you now, that's a little message may I try to go now. Please, take a look around and see how not destroy myself. Looking at how you're destroying yourself. Don't point and say, yo, bad man, yo, this for up and that for up and place to govern. You govern the wrong people in general. You govern it the wrong way. Yeah, come together and make them know, so look at no man nah rob nobody nah rape nobody daughter, and no disrespect now what happen in the era, make people come in here, come build the era. Cause trust me in general. Looking at Maxfield, a whole heap of waste building in general. Boy, me I say me a pass building and say, look come one place rent for the business. I look on all them places. Me can't get them, and even me couldn't get them, it don't make no sense because the business now gonna thrive because of I go pay some farmer extortion, mine shop them come kill and I have to because they want extortion money. Come on guys man, look into yourself man. Look into yourself and say I own destruction. Saying make your neighborhood look good. Make it look good, make your area look good. By helping people to invest, make people want to come invest in other things. So be more youth on the corner can get work. You understand what I say? So less sufferation because the more work and less sufferation. You know, as a singer, me want to work and work hard to get because and every time them book me to come perform on stage show. No, it's not every time. Me want to work. Yeah? More have to sing and it's not every time because time get hard. And we make them things happen to we general because everybody are extart. If the business not run, the money can't run. If the money can't run, none of it can have none. So I'm just urging to you guys, I'm pleading to you guys, please take a look around and look in the neighborhood and start from there. So start building the neighborhood. But you have to build yourself, know say boy, yo, we're not going to hold it and do the right thing. The right thing is to make people come in your area and invest. Saying, stop extort them, stop do the senseless killing. You know what I say? Protect them, but protect them while they're protecting your interest too. Meaning that you protect them and you protect your interest, the people around you. I make the growth happen and money will come on over because the more work are the more money. More job opportunities are the more money. Saying, thank you for the time. I hope this what I said to you. Only if you could looking upon it and just listen, not just look, listening and see if it makes some sense to the item. Much love.